Okay, the audio
Fun.
started now. I'll say it
Is
again.
the audio started?
Um,
There we go.
Hello,
Okay.
yes,
people.
the
We can
podcast for the deaf.
reintroduce
Thank
ourselves.
you,
Hi.
Neutron. Welcome back. I'll do the entire intro again. Welcome back to the Exit Point podcast. Um, I'm here with Hollow Point, Hollow Paintbrush, and Break Bar.
Follow point.
I'm sorry, I messed up the names for a second.
No.
Um, we're here for the final episode of Exit Point, and a few things happened in between the last one and here. Just a small number of things got released, and so I think
Ah, yes.
we're gonna I'll combine your name with Hollow Paintbrush and Entry Point.
No follow
I
point.
mean
No
Hollow Point.
creator Financier.
Uh, besides the point, so we're gonna start from the very beginning, from what's happened, and we're gonna start with how Ashes and Jackdaw got released. So in general, I think that those two cutscenes just like completely. Well, okay, if we knew what the codes were, then we kind of knew what Ashes was gonna be. But Jackdaw just really added some form of suspense to it, and I really like that. So
It was just to hype you up for the final mission, Like,
yeah, and
last stop, we're here. What do you say? I don't know the cutscenes by heart. I don't
oh,
know the dialogue, but
there's a lot of cutscenes. Um, but yeah, I think the Jackdaw cutscene really like kind of added some sort of hype to the entire thing, especially with like the 12 teams ready for a coordinated strike. I thought that was really cool.
I know that was a really cool detail, honestly.
Yeah,
This
it hyped us
cutscene.
up for Black Dusk. And I like the interactions in Ashes. Because if it was released earlier, then we wouldn't have known that Rose was an informant. But now we know that she lured us there before. So Jackdaw could hold us up.
I thought a really minor detail or a small detail to notice I thought was really cool was that if you looked actually at the titles for each Ashes and Jackdaw, they kind of correspond to each other. Like I'm not sure if you guys noticed this, but in the Jackdaw cutscene he says everything's just gonna be Ashes in the end, but then in the Ashes cutscene he says my name is Jackdaw. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah,
Isn't that like? So it kind of
Yeah, it's
shows
a
how
cool bit
like
of
those two
storytelling.
cutscenes have like some sort of
small
connection.
reference to the cutscene.
Yeah, I thought it was a really interesting addition that Shisho didn't have to really add to it. I thought it was really cool.
Oh,
When you first
people are
saw it,
saying my
sorry,
mic is bad. Rip.
I think your mic's fine. I don't know. I don't know. But what were your guys' initial thoughts when you first saw them? Was like, did you only think of it as like just a hype source or what?
It was
Um,
definitely a hype source, and it was cool to see Jackdaw hold us at gunpoint. Like, wow, this is our first encounter, and it's crazy. Wow, I think you're gonna kill me, but no. And
I,
then
I
it
was
ends up
surprised.
in Jackdaw. Like
I
such a
was
striking
surprised.
difference between the
Okay.
two.
I was quite surprised that there was a truck in Jackdaw. I know I had one friend who always said, "Yeah, there's going to be truck in this mission," and then the next one, and then he finally got it.
It's it's his dream come true.
Mm.
What was I
It
gonna
was quite
say?
fun when it released, where you could jump in front of it,
Yeah.
where the player character wasn't locked.
Oh,
Yeah,
here's
that was a
sorry,
source
go
of
on.
entertainment. No, it's fine.
Here's a small theory. In Ashes, you think there's a reason why Rose couldn't show up, but Jackdaw did show up? Hmm.
I feel like
Mm.
she set
It's
her
almost
set
like she
her
set us up.
freelancer up. Yep.
Yeah,
I thought that's a small detail I might add to that entire thing. Um, so let's move on then from that entire thing onto Black Dusk, which is one of the big things that really affected the community. What do you guys think about the mission and the cutscene in general? Like, was it the kind of ending you wanted?
well,
I mean, okay. Sparrow and Jackdaw made it out alive, which I'm happy for. But then I had to watch my freelancer die in front of me. So like,
I
I gotta
think,
say
yeah.
just
it's not the ending I expected. I definitely didn't expect us dying. I thought it was like way out of the possibilities, but well, I mean, yeah, I'm not too
I
happy
don't.
about it.
I really thought Jackdaw was gonna die. Honestly, like was not thinking of the freelancer because like Jackdaw seems like the peak death flags,
Yeah, I think a lot of
and
people
all
thought
death
that.
flags raised for him.
Hmm.
A lot of people were thinking that we're kind of predicting that the freelancer would die because Shishato has mentioned in the past that there will be no sequel to Entry Point, which really
Yeah.
kind of solidified the idea that the freelancer would die in the final cutscene. Um,
Yeah.
which was kind of it's kind of sad actually because I know that a lot of people have like this sort of connection to their freelancer where they've made their story, they've made like everything about them like a personality and everything. So
Yeah, I've done that with like five of mine. It's just, and then I had to watch like the one I
Hmm.
picked for
Yeah.
watching a vlog.
She killed off every one of them off.
which means that the only surviving characters are Sparrow, Jackdaw, and I think it's just those two. Oh, and Rivera. It's
Maybe
including Rivera.
Rivera.
Yeah.
Maybe Rivera.
Well, it's missing in action, so yeah, we can't be sure.
Um. Yeah. I. That's about it for Black Dust itself, though. Black Dusk itself. I thought that was a pretty interesting, pretty interesting mission because I honestly thought like I was hoping that we'd just be going in to assassinate the director. Like that would be our mission, just to like infiltrate an Halcyon base and assassinate
Yeah,
the
I feel like
director.
that'd be too easy to guess, but like now we just get to plant bombs and
I think it kind of
Yeah, I
actually,
get
think
out.
yeah.
But not get out. Actually, scratch that. We did not get out.
I think
Yeah.
assassinating the director was what almost everybody wanted. But yeah, I think story-wise, it doesn't exactly make sense if he would have been there because we are infiltrating a research bunker or not like Halcyon's main HQ or something.
I
I
mean,
think
he
it.
does has
Yeah, go
his
on.
office there. Like
What?
he definitely went there at one point, but he wasn't there at the
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
I think it kind of puts us into the perspective of we're just a character. We're not. I mean, in the context of Phoenix, right? You've got 12 operation teams. What makes yours the special one that gets to eliminate the director, right? I'm thinking
yeah,
maybe
true.
Sachado was trying to
Yeah.
maybe push towards the idea that we're just there to add on to the attack to bomb that research facility. That was just us doing another part of Jackdaw's work, right? Not necessarily
Yeah,
to
like
be
we
like the
don't
special
really
one.
have any deep-rooted revenge motives like Jackdaw has. We originally joined for the money, and then
Hmm.
Rose got killed, and then we were mad about that for a bit, and
Yeah, then we joined the
so we just
Jackdaw with
agreed to this
destroying.
suicide mission just because to avenge Rose is my guess. That's why we were so motivated to do it.
Do the thing that has to be done.
I thought it was pretty cool, just like the entire mission and the cutscene itself. Um, people have
Yeah,
been so going.
I enjoyed the Onyx unit was quite fun, and finally we found out what the weapon was.
Yeah, people were kind of hoping that the it would be like a weapon of some sort, like a bomb or a poisonous
Oh
gas or
yes,
whatever, or
it's
like I
the
don't know.
C4
C
Project Onyx.
Yeah,
Project Onyx is just C4. That's what it is.
It's a single block of C4.
I mean it was definitely hyped up through the code files and that, like,
I
oh,
think it
Jackdaw
wasn't
can't be in
mentioned
possession.
enough, because like we've
Not
only heard
enough.
about it at Black Dawn and then never again, kind of.
Hmm. I think it was intended for like this sub story. Like the main story is, oh yeah, first defeating Jackdaw, then defeating Halcyon. But like those who found the codes knew that actually it's mostly about the Project Onyx files and recovering those or stealing them.
Destroying them.
Yeah.
That's kind of what we did.
Um, yeah, okay. So people have like wanted to have the idea that like a sequel or a prequel could happen, and um, people have said in the past, okay, well, if a sequel happens, I have a feeling that it's not going to be revolving around the Phoenix. Like it shouldn't be revolving around Jackdaw and Sparrow and the other characters we already know. If anything, there's going to be like a small addition or whatever. If there is a sequel and it happens to be like in the same universe, it's probably not going to be involving any of these characters, just because it's the point of it is to have an
Yeah.
actual ending for the entire thing.
Yeah, because I don't know how it'd like lead up to the main events of Entry Point or like
Also,
or go after because like we're already ending in like 20
yeah,
something. I
2017. So you
forgot.
can't really like look into the
Mm-hmm.
future.
2017. Yeah, so we
Well,
have like
actually, you
what, three
probably could
years?
actually, because if you think about it, then like you just be creating a game that's like in between the. Well, it's possible. I'm just saying it's possible. I don't think Sish will make it, but if someone does,
It
it'll be
definitely would
different.
be cool.
Mm,
I'd play it.
yeah, I mean, I would love a sequel too, but I mean, the what was it? Yeah, the FBI and like the other enforcements basically dismantle Halcyon, so yeah, not much left from them. Maybe like this small story on like how Phoenix is disbanding, because like Jackdaw is finished, but I don't know about the other operatives, those who defected in that. Like, do they just stop and work at a grocery store or something?
Yeah, because we have the main Phoenix guys, but we forgot about like the ones that filled the lake house. You know, like all of
Mm-hmm.
those operatives.
Yeah.
Like, whoop, no more Shadow War, we're going home.
Yeah, they just another work day finished.
Yeah. Uh, so the idea of a sequel is very unlikely, unless like some fan of Entry Point makes one, right? But
Yeah,
Sashado has mentioned
possibly.
that it's possible for a prequel to happen, but it's highly unlikely. I think the reason why it's highly unlikely is because we already know like the story pretty much. We know what's going to happen,
Yeah.
and it's not going to be as interesting if we already know the entire thing. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
if Sashado does end up making another game, it's probably not going to be based around Entry Point at all, which I'm fine
One
with.
thing, one thing people were suggesting, like as a prequel where you play as one of the main characters, like Rose or Jackdaw, which I think could be pretty interesting, but that wouldn't maybe fit exactly the same style as Entry Point. Like you play through the missions and end up in Ember Shroud or something, and that's where it ends.
I think
I'd play that.
half the
That'd be
charm
really
in
cool.
Entry Point is the idea that you can create your own character.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, I don't think Sish would go for that kind of thing, but it's possible. We never know. So let's move on. Let's move on to the code ban lift, or just talk. We can talk about codes now, which is
Oh,
another
fun.
Oh yeah,
really major
that's
thing
nice.
that's never happened before. um, there's a lot to dissect here. Let's take it from. Actually, I have an idea. Let's talk about the nightmare mode, because there's been a lot
Oh,
of
Nightmare.
theories about what
Nightmare
that
was
could be.
great. Oh, I love that.
What do you guys think nightmare mode is?
I want to say like Rose reflecting on like the whole like story of Entry Point, basically. Like, hey, you had to had your revenge, and you turned around even though I got you out of that burning building. Just kind of overall, she just regrets a lot of. I don't know. That's just kind of what I see from her dialogue at the end.
Yeah, something like a narration or something. In the beginning, I was thinking of maybe she's saying it to Jackdaw, like she managed to get him out of like after he was assassinated, and he could have walked away, but he had to come back. But I'm still not too certain on that.
I'm beginning to realize this now too. Yeah, you guys are probably right actually, because Sish did say that canonically, the kill house does not really exist within the boundaries of time, really.
Oh right, yeah, I mentioned
So
Yeah.
that once.
it's entirely possible that it's just Rose reflecting on, or at least, well, well, if we're talking about what Jackdaw's done and how he's decided to go back and just do everything for revenge to try and have like his revenge against the director and everything. It really does make sense, I guess, why Rose would be so like upset about what's going on. She is like the most
Mm-hmm.
morally straight person in Entry Point, I think.
Hmm. Still, like all just the dialogue and the mission in general is so eerie.
I'm happy that Sish was able to add something like that into the game.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
surprised it was added so early. It was added in. Hang on, I had it here. Yeah, I think
It was like 2018 or
2018.
something.
Mm-hmm. Like after deposit or before, I think. Not sure.
yeah. So we can also talk about the Black Dusk file, which has a lot of interesting things actually.
Oh yeah, that one's
Um,
That was a
interesting.
lot to take in,
there's
honestly.
definitely a lot to take in from that. one of the big ones being that the director theory was confirmed that the entire the director theory was confirmed that all of the six directors got like assassinated throughout time, which I thought was
Yeah,
pretty interesting.
Yeah.
probably by Jackdaw.
Well, we don't really know
Yeah,
about
because
that, but
Jackdaw.
it's true.
Well,
We know the
I
last
mean,
two
in
were.
the what one the Kill House file is
Yeah.
talking to director talking to Jackdaw assassinating
Well, we
Matsuda
know the
and
last
Lee.
two were jacked up, but I'm not
Hmm.
really sure about the rest. It's possible. I mean,
Yeah,
Jackdaw could have killed the rest of them. It's yeah.
I think so.
Regardless, they were killed, and then I think didn't like Jackdaw turn around and kill. I mean, the director turned around and tried to kill Jackdaw for his service to like, make sure no one knew about who it was and everything.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't want the person who like killed your coworkers is to hang around and trust them to keep your secrets, I guess. So
That's true.
just into the bin you go.
Yeah, you're the ones that still
Hmm.
that are still going. Yeah. If you know all the things that are happening, then you can probably put you in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, I'm checking dates right now, and it's literally 1 month after. So last two directors are killed, and Jackdaw is disposed of almost instantly.
I thought it was pretty. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. Yeah. Um, Alongside that, I thought it was kind of interesting how when we found the code and we looked at like the file, it said at the very end, May 5th, 2020, and then it said like Halcyon's considered defunct, all assets are removed. And if you actually looked at that, that was the exact same day that Black Dusk got released, which
Oh
I thought
yeah,
that was
And
really cool.
it was a really cool
It really
addition.
adds a
that's
sense
nice.
of closure to everything, right?
Hmm.
Because it's over. Halcyon's done, and then
Everything
everything's
is
gone.
finished.
Yep. And then Phoenix is probably also gone because Jackdaw got what he wanted. He got his revenge, and he probably just left or whatever. He left the
Yeah,
scene.
I retired somewhere. I don't know.
A
yeah.
place with
It
nice
even says,
sunsets.
No.
"Aw,
um, yeah. I've got a couple questions to you guys actually about the QA team because right now
Oh,
we've got
fun.
like nothing about this. We only the
oh
only, the only time we
yeah,
ever got
yeah, we
learned
did
about
that."
any of this was just I think it was the credits when the QA team existed and everyone got really
Hmm.
confused.
Yeah. Like where were you guys? Like
Yeah, who's this QA team?
Yeah. So what do you guys do as a QA team member? What is actually? Let's start from the very beginning. What does QA stand for? Some people don't know.
yeah, I feel like I should clarify that because
Yeah,
a lot of people ask that question and it means quality assurance, which is another word for beta testing.
yeah.
For
We assure all the
y'all
quality.
that don't know. Yes, we take our job very seriously.
Hmm.
I say that
For sure.
sarcastically because half the time we screwed around in missions and found bugs occasionally,
It's
but
it's called testing.
it's called testing.
So, what was your guys like? Do you guys have like specific roles, or were you guys just all just a part of the QA team, just helping out?
We were all a part of the same team and just kind of
Yeah,
whoever was
yeah, I know.
available, we tested with, etc.
Hmm.
Very laid back.
I mean, I think we can tell a little. So it started back in
Oh, Long's in the
summer of
chat.
oh, it started back in the summer of 2019, and the first
Yeah, I
mission
think
we
that's it.
tested was the lake house. So that's when we began.
Yeah,
And
so we weren't
yeah,
here from the start. We
yeah,
came in. The team came in at the lake house.
So, like, did you guys find any like really major bugs or errors during testing that like didn't make it through to the final game?
I think there was never really any major things. It was mostly like a lot of minor bugs, like things you
Yeah, we just kind of
missed
like
during development, basic polishing things.
Could you give us some examples, or is that too much?
so okay.
Floating
Test
props, missing dialogue, typos.
typos. A
Yeah.
ton of typos we caught a lot, and still some made their way through.
I think there's still quite a few typos that people are constantly pointing out. I
I
think
know.
it's kind of
I
funny.
know. Yep.
Did you guys have any like?
But
Do you guys have like any jokes or inside things that you want to share or no?
Um,
there
the
were
one I'll
some.
share is we had a game of changing nicknames. Um,
What?
Me and Break taught. Okay, so here's the thing. It started by like all six of us. We changed our nicknames to a certain theme, Like, for one example, I accidentally got the Lake House Legend badge when I was testing another mission on Legend, and I nicknamed myself the totally legit Lake House Legend badge, and then the others were like legit Lake House Legend badge haver, and I have a legit Lake House badge and stuff like that. And there was a
Oh yeah.
scoreboard. Like, we kept track of this.
Yeah, how much we changed our nicknames. I know in Lake House, when the gunship first was added, Sish added a command you could write into spawn it separately, so you wouldn't have to do the whole load thing. And then you were able to spawn two of them, so that was fun. Fighting two gunships at the same time.
That sounded pretty tough, actually.
Yeah. Oh, I know. When we were testing scientists in the beginning, you were able to hostage Rivera. And when she was hostage, she would still continue to look at you. So she was standing there, and her head was basically on her backwards, which was a bit weird. And
Also,
I know
the
we
window
took her
counter.
through. Yeah, I know we took her through the faux house, tried to climb the tree outside with Rivera, but it didn't quite work out.
Yes, I also did push to get Albert, the snowman, added in the
Oh yeah, the
background.
So that was you
snowman.
guys? You
Yeah,
guys
yeah,
made Sish
we
add the
we asked
snowman?
for a
Mm-hmm.
snowman.
Snowman with
And then we
shades.
just,
Oh, that's really
like,
cool.
yeah, snowman with
Mm-hmm.
shades.
A snowman with
Like,
shades
before the
named
barriers
Albert,
were
yeah.
added, we could walk out to Albert and then like take pictures with him.
We placed
We
like
tried to kill him more than
microcams
once.
and C4, so he looked
Yeah, we
nice.
would decorate him with microcams, like buttons.
That was nice.
Oh, that's really funny. Um, I'm telling this to anyone who's listening. If you do, if you do make another entry point game, please add Albert as a playable character.
Yeah, we need him.
Albert DLC.
DLC. That.
DLC, you just get to sit there watching operatives come in.
Yeah, you just get teleported to a random operative, like a random person's game, and then you just sit there. That sounds like a
Albert
great idea.
Simulator.
I like
Mm-hmm.
that.
I know, I'd play that. I'd play that.
So what was it like to actually like know the missions and stuff before everyone else? Like, did you guys find
It was
difficulties? Like, not nothing.
pretty
You get to
exciting.
judge people's theories based on
Oh,
how
that's
accurate they
true.
are.
Yeah.
That was my little like mini game for myself. Like, I would read everyone's theories and then see how accurate they turned out.
I kept jokingly saying to people like, "Oh, be right back. I'm gonna play Black Dusk or SCRS," and then actually do it. That was pretty
I know
fun.
you were the master of deception. I was quiet about it, but you were like, "Hey, I'm off to play Black Dusk," and
And I kept
we were
calling
like, "No."
I kept saying there's a cheese hole maker in Black Dust because we played one time and nicknamed the Onyx unit that. And I convinced like some
Cheese hole
people, yeah,
maker.
there's a cheese hole maker in Black Dusk, and well, in the end there was.
And nobody believed you.
So,
Yeah.
how early did you guys get to start testing different missions? Was it like a month in advance or a couple weeks sometimes?
It was
Oh,
since the mission started getting built. Like, we would
yeah.
have
Oh, since the
phases
very beginning
where,
of development for that mission.
yep, yep.
Oh,
The
So it would
first
be,
time, usually we'd have access like for once the map is finished, and then we are able to walk around like as Roblox avatars and
yeah.
like watch in
oh.
Occasionally,
game.
So you
we
use
would
Roblox avatars to
get
walk
to
around
visit the Roblox at
That
the
was in the
building in
beginning when
progress.
before
once
scripting
the
and
map
Also,
was
stuff.
a
finished.
little thing you didn't know, it's like the scale is a lot smaller than you'd think.
That's
Really?
true, yeah. The in-game
Because like
avatars
when
are
you're playing with your
smaller.
avatar, everything's a lot smaller. Because I remember playing a Black Dusk before the build was finished. It was like a base plate and everything, and it's just very small. And like the scale for the freelancer is a lot smaller than the actual
So,
avatar.
basically, this is a game for ants then.
The freelancers are ants.
Yeah.
Confirmed by the QA team. Quote me on that.
That's really interesting. So everything is just really small.
Of
It's
course.
not extremely small, but it's definitely, you can definitely
Maybe like
tell like,
two-thirds
hey,
Yeah.
size.
yeah.
That's pretty interesting.
I don't know, it's just been a cool little anecdote.
That's wow. That's actually really cool. I didn't know any of that. Should we move on to community questions?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. We got first one here. Okay, well, a lot of these questions I have to skip because I've technically already covered some of these. What do you do as part of the QA team? For everyone here, we already kind of did that.
Yes.
KJK asks a favorite character in Halcyon and Phoenix, and you can't choose Rose for Halcyon or choose the freelancer.
Wow, this one's a. I wonder this
I
man,
wonder
my
I wonder what
favorite
your favorite
Phoenix
Phoenix
character.
character
I
is,
wonder
Hollow.
who it
I
is.
wonder too.
Man,
It's a surprise for everyone.
man. Okay, big reveal, guys. My favorite Phoenix character is Sparrow. I
Oh my
know.
god.
Oh, what?
I mean, there's only two Phoenix
All
characters,
right.
so.
No, actually, I like the Lake House Operative number 32. I don't know. They just
Oh,
have a
that
vibe
one.
that
Yeah,
that
oh,
like
they're a
I
pretty good
vibe with
character,
them.
right? Yeah.
Their character development is
What about your
peak
favorite
perfection.
Halcyon character, Hollow?
Okay, so I can't pick Rose, but I'm gonna be honest when I say Ren has a lot of potential with his like, oh, I'm a little sociopath. I think his character is very interesting, honestly.
Yeah, I have to agree.
Like,
I was quite sad when he was killed off. I didn't expect it. I thought he'd be around for the rest of the story.
I think it was a
I
really
feel like,
big reveal to learn that he had like the social personality disorder or whatever.
yeah, I
Yeah.
just thought that's a really like cool character
Creation.
development, and I
Yeah,
think
development, yeah.
character creation, yeah. But I just thought he had potential.
He
He
really
was a
did,
very
and
cool
Mm-hmm.
I'm
character.
happy that Sish was able to create completely different characters for like completely different reasons. What about, I mean, with different like personalities and stuff. What about you, Break? What was your favorite Phoenix or Halcyon character?
Yeah, for Halcyon, it's for me Ren too. Yeah, I liked him. For Phoenix, yeah, it's gotta be Jackdaw. He's a great character.
Jack Dad.
Jack Dad.
Oh yeah, Jackdaw, the best
I
version.
love both. I love both Jackdaw and Sparrow, but like Sparrow, I'm sorry. I have to stay loyal.
So, so, so Break,
Stay loyal to the
you like
brand.
Jackdaw even though he has like a thing for revenge.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he's quite dedicated to that, but yeah, I like Jackdaw.
That's pretty cool. Moving on to our next question. Okay, I can skip that one. That's what the QA team do. Cola Crack asks, did you tear up an epilogue? Now this is a little bit going far, but I want to change this question to be, did you have like an emotional connection to epilogue at all, or any of the cutscenes for that matter?
I definitely cried. I
You
was
did?
yes. It was just a lot to
Oh,
take in,
okay.
honestly.
Yeah, let me just say that. Okay, the music in the epilogue that was amazing. That
The
was
music
like the
choice for
per.
yeah, it's incredible.
Like set the scene. I had access to epilogue like right when Black Dusk dropped. 'Cause before that I couldn't access it, so I didn't even know what was gonna happen.
Yeah,
And
none of us knew.
so I was watching it
Oh, so you
extra
guys thought you
early to help
escaped?
with like
Yeah, yeah, we
yeah.
actually didn't
So I was
know. We
watching it
just
extra early to help with spoilers in FFC, and I had to take like a 10-minute breather just to like that was just so much to take in at one time.
Oh, well, I'm sorry about that then.
No, just still very good story. I got emotional.
Yeah.
yeah, I think we all most of us watched it at release, and yeah, it took a bit to process, and yeah, it was very unexpected. Like we finished Black Dust testing and all of that, and then I think none of us predicted that we would die in the next cutscene.
That's yeah, I thought it was pretty powerful.
Hmm.
Especially with like with Rose talking in the background with like the thing like did we make a difference? Did any of this matter?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
that
great.
It really
hurt.
added to
That
it, didn't it?
hurt. It just hurt. Oh my gosh.
Let's move on from that. Londonette asks, what was it like working with or for Sashado?
Very cool.
Yeah, very
Just
chill.
very chill. Very
Mhm.
chill. The vibes. We just
Okay,
kind of
we can move past that.
yeah. Just not much to
Alteruism
talk about there.
asks, what's the funniest or most game-breaking bug you all found while playtesting? I don't know if we've
Oh my
already.
gosh, I can think of one. Okay, so testing the gala. It was the gala, right? Okay.
Oh yeah, I
So
remember.
the pallets. Okay, so you know the pallets like on every wall, kind
Yeah,
of just hanging out for decoration.
yeah.
So I was screwing around in a mission one time, and if you jumped backwards on the pallets enough, it would like clip you into the ceiling, and then you would like start floating. And there, we also found how if you went to on top of this camera at a certain point, it would literally like shoot you across the map, and it was hilarious.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, I think
we just
Fish
screwed
fixed
around.
all the pallets after that. Yeah, or most
I
of
think you
them.
can still do it in Kill House. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
I've seen some pictures of people doing it. So yeah, that's great. For me, it's that Rivera hostage bug. That was pretty fun.
Oh
I
yeah.
still have some pictures. Like we just brought Rivera around the house into every room and had a bit of fun with her.
Also, the window high score counter. You should
Oh
explain
yeah,
that.
I've
Break.
heard
All
about
right,
this.
yeah, we should. So the map was finished, and Sish had to place all the windows, which I think took them quite a lot of time because they had to place each of them separately. So that we appreciate all their hard work, they added a counter. Where every time you shoot a window, you would get a point. So we'd be able to get in and shoot all the windows. I think the objective was even called like hang on, something like "Shut up, Jackdaw," and "Hey, let me have fun," something like that. Very professional.
How many windows
Isn't
were
there
there? Do you
okay?
know? Or was there a high score between you guys? Did you guys have like challenges between each other?
251.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
already
251.
that's the high score.
251.
Are
So
there more windows,
251
or is that
windows on the
just like the highest
scientist.
you guys got?
No,
I think
it's
that
all
was
the
all
same.
because we took a saw blade in and started firing.
So now you guys know trivia. There are 251 windows in the scientist.
That's a lot of windows. That's just had to add. Feel
Yeah,
bad for
that's
him.
kind of why we just got the counter for like what was it, a day? I wasn't there for it. Because like most of my scientist testing, I was
Oh yeah,
gone
I found a
for
picture. Yeah,
Christmas.
the objective was "Shut up, Jackdaw, I'm having fun. Shoot all the glass."
Also, okay,
Yeah.
well, Break, what was it with the one of the night heists? It was what's the one that my brain is blanking out on me. What's the one in the deposit map?
Cash.
Yeah, the
The
Yeah,
cache.
cache.
cash.
Wasn't there like an extra line of dialogue added initially by Jackdaw if he shot out all the windows? I don't know. I'm just remembering something from that.
It's a
I'm not
mystery. We'll
sure.
never know.
Yeah, I'm sorry, my
I
memory is
can't
so.
quite remember.
Well, anyway, yeah.
Anyway,
Let's move on. Kale asks, "How did you guys come upon Entry Point? Was it like recommended to you? Did you find it through the games tab or what?"
Oh,
definitely games tab.
I just randomly found it under some game. Yeah, and they recommended. And
Um,
I think I almost skipped it and thought, maybe I should check it out. And then I did.
yeah.
I kind of
Go on.
I checked it out when it was just the tutorial, like the old tutorial, and I was like, wow, this is pretty neat for a Roblox game. And then I forgot about it for 6 months, and then I ended up coming back to it because it was on the front page again, and I was like, wait, I haven't looked back at this before. And then that was when the deposit was out, I'm pretty sure. So I played that, got hooked, joined the FC Discord, and that's kind of where I stayed from then.
Yeah, I was gonna add on to that by asking when you guys saw the came upon Entry Point. I thought it was I have a very similar story. I started I well, the first time I ever joined it was probably through the recommended page, and then like I was there during the PvP, was when PvP was there, but I came back right after the stealth came out for Kill House, which I thought was pretty cool. So I stayed around for like the entire thing.
Yeah, I don't think I knew that Kill House was a thing initially. So I just was like, wow, I get to do character creation
It
and
got
go
like a
through the
full tab
tutorial
next
a
to
couple
skills, I
times.
think.
Yeah.
What about you, Break? When did you come across Entry Point?
Yeah, like I mentioned, I just found it randomly, and then I think it was when the dialogue was added to the Kill House.
Dialogue wasn't
Because
even
I
in the game.
remember, I remember I joined, and then the next time I joined, I was, oh, nice, we have a being a narrator. Well, back then I didn't know it was Rose, but yeah,
Yeah,
that was pretty fun.
that's pretty fun.
And then Deposit came. That was exciting. I know. I remember the Deposit release. I was really hyped for it.
A lot of people were really hyped for a first full mission.
Yeah,
I don't think any of us like at that time understood the full scale of what we were getting into. Like I think that's really fun to look back on
that's
now,
true.
right?
I don't think I was around for like the deposit release itself, but I remember grinding deposit loud like a lot.
Oh, I remember grinding Kill House for getting 640 because 40 was the max.
Yeah.
All the cool kids had 640 back
Oh
then.
yeah, 640 back
640, and it
then.
doesn't roll off the tongue as much as like 660.
hmm
660, 1280, now 12100.
That's
It's just really
675.
changed over time, hasn't it?
It's evolved. Yeah.
Let's move on. Doherty asks, describe your gaming journey in great detail. Okay, maybe not in great detail, but like,
But that's a big
how did you
question.
start from?
Oh.
How'd you get into Roblox in general? Maybe let's just start with that.
I'm gonna have to make a confession right here on the stream that I joined because Dan TDM played it. That's my confession. It was 2016. I was looking for games. I was bored, and I was like, wait, you know what? I'll create a Roblox account. And then yeah, I kind of just kept playing from there.
What about you, Break? How did you
So
come
for
into
me,
Roblox?
I have to admit, originally I was really interested in Gmod Star Wars RP, but I didn't have Gmod, and I think my PC couldn't wasn't able to run it. So I saw that there's this Roblox platform, and apparently there is Star Wars RP. So I downloaded it, checked it out, and I mean the RP was pretty bad. There wasn't really anything that could compare to Gmod, but yeah, that's how I got into it, and then I started playing some games.
That's pretty interesting. I think I've said this before on the podcast, but I've joined Roblox in 2012, I think. Uh,
Wow.
well, that it's
Oh, it's far back.
Yeah,
it was pretty far
I'm
back.
still a newbie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think for me it was only like 2016, something like that.
Yeah.
I think 2016 had a lot of influx on player count, right? I don't know, maybe.
Roblox has completely changed. I don't remember any of the changes that happened to it, and that's the last question, I think. So if we got any, you guys have anything to talk about like each other? Because I've run out of things.
That's
I mean,
fair.
we can talk about some QA stuff maybe.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say I also pushed for Misty to like the cat crate to be added.
Oh
Well,
yeah, in
actually,
Black
no,
Dust.
I didn't ask for that. It was added by Sish.
Yeah, I think Stish
And
had
I
it.
was like,
Yeah.
Just said a
what?
what?
Added the cat crate in the director's office.
There's a cat
If you
crate in the
look,
director's office.
Yeah, that's
yes.
canon. If you're wondering.
The director indeed has a
Where do you
cat.
find this?
So you go to the director's office, and in the
Above the
corner there's
vault.
this like box.
There's a
Should
ball.
I send? There's a box, yes. With
Yeah.
should I send a photo? I know it'll only be visible in the group chat, but like.
I can probably pull it up on. I can pull it up on the screen if you do that. Yeah.
Yeah, let me
Oh,
find
Sis
the
just said
photo.
semi-canon. Hey, Sis
Semi-canon.
is
Oh,
here.
semi.
That's
All
nice.
right.
Let me just add it. Let me find the photo. Give me a second.
Oh yeah,
Cat.
we could. Hang on, while we're at it, let me just post this photo.
All right. Let me.
This is a great one.
Oh, that's. I like that. We'll take that. Uh, hang on. Let's add this.
I got the photo. Let me send it.
Here's Albert. Oh God, he's massive.
Of course, he's massive.
That's really, so you guys use like micro cams to give buttons to him. He
Yeah,
has like a
yeah.
bag
Yes, we
behind
gave
him and a
him
saw. Oh, that's
buttons.
really cute. Oh, that's really cool. I didn't know you guys
I
could
sent the
pull something
photo
off
of the
like this.
cat
That's
crate.
actually really cool. And
There
then
he is.
that's a cat box.
Yeah, that's
Wait,
where the
goodness.
cat goes
It
to.
is. That's where the cat goes. That's a bit of QA trivia. There is indeed a cat crate in the director's office.
There's a cat crate right there. Wow.
Yes.
I did not know that was a thing. That's actually really cool. does it mean that it's canon? Okay, now
Yes.
we have to. Now we have to, guys. What do we name the cat?
We already had a name for it in FFC.
Oh,
If you
what's the
like,
name for it?
it's Misty.
Misty.
We already have an
Misty
emoji.
the
Yeah.
cat.
Misty.
We have an
QA team
emoji
refusing to
in
stay in the level
FFC.
downs before barriers went up. That's really
Wait,
cool.
I got another one. If you're, yeah. That is where we had fun trying to get Rivera up the tree. It was pretty nice.
Look, I don't have the QA screenshots on my phone, so I'm just kind of like trying to find the select view. Quite a lot of photos.
Oh, the people are asking about the cube.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
what is that?
So, the cube. I don't know myself, to be honest. People just suddenly exploded about
Shadow's
it.
never seen the cube.
No. Okay,
When-
so it was a glitch. It was like a small bug, like a mess up in building, like this small little cube in the wall.
Probably,
What was
yeah.
it?
The cache, yeah,
watching,
it's on the
right?
cache.
It's in
No,
the cache.
Okay.
Cache, yeah.
It was in the cache.
This is just a small cube just sitting there. Is that it?
It was code hunting.
It's in
It was
the,
code hunting, and they thought it had some significance. Hi, Rick,
Mhm.
if you're watching this, thanks for birthing the cube name. Like,
Cube,
I think Rare
cube.
Shit and his squad started the whole thing. Because they thought it was something important to the code, but no.
I mean, everything is important to the code when you don't know what it is.
Yeah. I've never heard of that until like very recently. So I think it's pretty funny that that's actually a thing.
I added emoji in the server, and yeah, then it went downhill from there.
That seems like it, yeah.
There are no bugs, just surprise features.
Yeah.
Basically QA motto. You saw a typo? No, you didn't. It's fixed now.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a feature to get your attention.
Yes, it's just an intentional code hunting distraction.
Oh, one thing that was pretty funny is when Fish released the teaser for the SCRS, people started like zooming in on the images.
Yes.
Wait, what?
The garden
raising the
background.
contrast, and they found like a staff NPC, a power box, and all that.
Yeah. Okay. SCRS was the most fun to go out of bounds in because originally when the map was being built, you could hop off, and you could walk into the Farlands.
The Farlands.
There's 2 layers to the void under the.
Oh yeah, down there it's just dark.
And then you could just go to the faraway buildings, and it was fun. It was really fun.
Yeah, you can still rarely glitch out and get.
There are some ways I've seen people try or consistently like glitch off. I think that's pretty funny, actually.
Yeah, so it's just fun to walk around the void. Speaking of glitching out of bounds, that was also on the Scientist, where you could hop off and you could just run to the cities in the background.
Oh yeah, the city.
I always fell off.
London.
Wait, there's a city?
The low poly city, if you look in the distance.
Wait, what motion was this again? Was it Scientist? I mean, no.
Scientist.
Yes. There's a city, and I've never heard of that.
It's like big
I just don't look at the details,
resembling.
But yeah, it's just like low poly rectangles. And
yeah.
I always, whenever walking up to them, I always fell off because like the path ended abruptly.
Oh yeah.
We were given speed boosts, and I always zoomed off.
That sounds like a lot of fun, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, screwing around in beta missions was indeed fun.
Yeah, we explored a lot of the map. It was always finding the small mistakes. I know in Black Dusk, I thought I might have been a bit annoying with that, but I sent like 20 pictures of really tiny pixel gaps, which really annoyed me, but I think nobody else was able to see them.
Yeah, I don't think
just
I
I thought.
didn't look at those. I don't know how you found those.
Pixel
Well, I was
gaps.
just like when
There's
you
like one.
crouch near, like a single pixel where you can see through the map. Basically, the ball wasn't completely extended, and then I kept finding them here and there, just crouching on
The
the
Minor
walls and
Bugs channel was spammed. Like at that point, it's just I
yeah.
found yet another pixel gap. Would you mind fixing it? So that was fun.
Yeah.
I think I may have seen some of those. Are they like? Is it where you can see like a little bit of like the outside, like the background?
Yeah, the skybox.
Yeah,
I have
the
seen
like-
some of those, but I just kind of look past them. Why do you?
Wow.
That's so.
Dang.
So
I mean, we
Yeah,
have
you
our
should have reported those too.
report those.
yeah.
Really major bugs.
Mission failed.
That should get fixed.
Man, all those bug reports and there's still some. Shaking my head.
One thing we can mention, basically, we tested the missions, but we never really had access to the cutscenes in advance. So we experienced them with you guys together.
Yeah. We may have like gotten them early because we didn't have to complete the missions, but still, we had live reactions to dedication and retribution and epilogue too.
I'm sure
Oh,
people
yeah,
are really happy about that.
Well, Retribution was
What if
tough.
there's a
Oh,
bug in the
retribution.
cutscene?
The thing, we don't do the
I'm kidding.
cutscenes.
I don't think it's really
Yeah.
possible because Sish would probably just watch the cutscene and make sure there's nothing in there.
Yeah, 60
Yeah.
times.
60
Gotta
times.
get the mouth thinking. But live retribution, that was a trip.
Oh yeah.
Basically, I couldn't make it, so I was watching it like badly streamed over like 2 countries over because I couldn't make it to watch the cutscene, and it was just a
It sounds
stab
like
in the heart.
Mhm.
yeah. So the two biggest most I think emotional cutscenes were probably the Retribution and epilogue.
Yeah.
I think Shish did actually a really, really good job, like the storytelling and the music. Like starting off from the house scene cutscene, you have like this full-on like organization that's like impossible. He couldn't have died. Then it adds like this movie effect that like none of us really expected from a Roblox game. I think it's
Yeah.
really cool.
Top tier
I remember-
Roblox game, honestly.
I remember when I first started up Entry Point that Halsey and Cutscene really impressed me. The opening shot where it pans down on Ren, and then the
I was
music.
like, whoa, my character's in there? Whoa.
Yeah, that was great.
Kind of just hooked.
That was really powerful, I think, and I hope that other Roblox games consider like doing something similar like this throughout their thing.
Yeah, I'm waiting for another story
Another story-based thing.
game to
Mhm.
like story-based, where you get to create your own character. If anyone has any recommendations, I'd love to hear them, because like
Not sure if
Entry
there's
Point
many
has
yet
left a
right
hole
now.
in my heart. Yeah,
I've got
no,
a question
it's
for you
been
guys.
a lot.
Oh, sorry, go on.
No.
I've got a question for you guys. What's your favorite part of the soundtrack? It could be a cutscene or a mission, loud or stealth. What's your favorite
Epilogue.
soundtrack?
Black Site Loud snapped.
Oh.
Black Site
Yeah,
Loud
for me
was
it's-
good. Yeah.
Yeah, for me it's Epilogue, definitely.
Wait, so Black Site
That
or
one's
Black
so
Dusk?
good.
Sparrow.
Black Site is the one with the snapped. Black Dusk. Okay, so initially Black Dusk had a different loud
Oh,
sound
yeah,
effect, and it
mhm.
wasn't
Really?
as powerful. Like it
Mhm.
was okay. I'm gonna say this. It was not good. It was not really giving you the final mission loud vibes. So it was changed later on. I
Yeah,
don't
it
know
was
if
a
I
good
can find
choice.
the actual soundtrack, but maybe later. Who knows?
What's
I
your
think I have
favorite?
it right here.
Oh, you even have like the soundtrack thing?
I usually wrote them down, so I
Do you
had
have
them for
the
the
old
wiki.
soundtrack?
Moving Target?
Because it's Moving Target, I think.
Yeah,
If I
okay.
remember
I could
correctly.
probably play it and see if it does the thing.
Yeah, you can play it for chat and hear, wow, this could potentially be Black Dusk. But no.
I mean, the current one is much better, but.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm listening to it right now.
Are you
Yeah, it
getting
seems
the
pretty,
final mission?
Oh, okay. I can't remember the volume on this.
Sad.
Oh, I think it. I don't know. It
It's alright.
sounds okay. I'm gonna stop it because it's a bit too
Yeah,
loud.
it would work for a mission, but not the final one, you know?
But
That's
yeah, the
kind
Yeah.
of
final
my
mission, the what it is now is just
not
completely different.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
not final mission kind of type soundtrack. It would work for a regular loud, but like no.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was swapped out. Just a fun little bit of trivia.
Mm-hmm.
So what's
There's a
your
lot
favorite
of
then,
fun
Break?
trivia. What?
What's your favorite then?
Oh, epilogue
Epilogue.
soundtrack, and yeah, the pause itself is also another one I really like. The beginning, that nah, that's a bad
Deposit Loud
impression.
and Deposit Stealth is nostalgic because I think that's the mission I played the most when starting out.
Those are kind of nostalgic actually, because I
Mm-hmm.
always hear whenever I like run up like an Ironman game or whatever, I immediately hear like the soundtrack and I'm like, oh, that's it.
Yeah, I just so much Deposit nostalgia. Like it's sentimental value, honestly.
Yeah, I think the deposit is the mission I've played the most by far. I
Yeah,
think. I know I grinded.
I wasn't the one who grinded Kill House. Like I grinded the Deposit.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I don't know why I like the Jackdaw cutscene, and Black Dusk Aloud are my two favorite, I'd say. I don't know
Oh
why.
yeah, Jack.
I don't really remember what the Jackdaw cutscene sounds like, but it sounds pretty nice. I don't know if
I
anyone's.
don't remember. I don't think the
Hang on, let me see if I can
soundtrack
pull
was
that
the
up.
thing I was focused on.
I think I remember listening to the soundtrack before the cutscene because it was in one of the missions. I think with complete the mission at like the Lake House, Stealth, and Loud soundtracks. And that's why some people also guessed it in advance. I know some people were saying, "Oh, I guess the Jackdaw cutscene music." I think quite a few tracks are from that album, and yeah, it's a good album.
Those are a really good suggestion for Black Dusk Loud. It was
Yeah, the final round is the name of it. I thought it sounded
I
pretty cool.
forgot,
Anyway,
was it which it was another Captain album, obviously, but like I forgot the name of the song. I'm gonna look.
so that's pretty cool. Let's look. Let's have some live questions. Now we're reaching the end of our first part here.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
sure.
cool.
If anyone's got any questions, where could you glitch out of the scientist? I'm not sure if there was a place to glitch out of the scientist ever.
We didn't glitch out.
Yeah.
The
The barriers just
barriers
weren't
weren't
there, were they?
added.
Yeah.
I know
We
you
just couldn't walk out.
can, because I've seen people get screenshots of the city, so
That
that
was
somehow they
a
glitched
while
that.
ago, so I think it was already patched because I remember trying
Maybe,
it.
yeah.
I think if you do, it's just really, really hard to get.
Oh, was
But
it worth
I don't
it?
encourage
Was
glitching
what
out the
worth it?
scientists because
Oh,
Did we
did you
make a
make
difference?
it?
no.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, you don't. You just get to see low poly city. I don't think it's worth trying to glitch out several times. The place you want to glitch out is to see Albert, but there's actually no way to do that. So you just have to look at him through a scope.
6 times scope.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. See him from a distance.
Was it worth it? Did we make a difference? I don't know. I thought this entire thing was really
Wow.
cool.
Captain songs are pulled from Spotify apparently. I can't find them. But there's this one really good song that was a suggestion for Black Dusk Cloud, and I listen to it a lot.
Oh, more QA screenshots maybe. Let me see.
You need to find the good ones. We have a lot of
What
like
was the first game
Yeah.
you all played on Roblox?
Roblox water park.
The first game I played on Roblox was Pirate Wars. Now that's if anyone knows what that is, I'm impressed. You can probably look it up. It's probably still on Roblox actually. It might not work anymore, but it's still there probably.
Yeah.
All right, there's
Oh,
one with
that's a good
Rivera
screenshot.
looking great.
I like that one.
Yeah, I
I'm
have
gonna
quite
look
a
at the
few
images.
Rivera ones. Here she is decorating the Christmas tree. Well, when will we be able to get the golden saw blade? Well, I mean,
Golden saw blade.
judging by how heavy it is, I'd say
It's
never.
bit too heavy for us. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a great picture. Yeah, her head followed basically where we looked, so even when she was hostage. I know I had a screenshot of
I
two
found a great image. Hang on.
the
let
two
me send it.
gunships.
Whoa.
This was the gala glitch.
Oh yeah, that one.
I sent the image in chat.
Oh yeah, the nice Christmas tree decoration with Rivera.
That was a mistake. That's really funny, actually. Yeah.
So yeah, those were the gala screenshots. I can probably find more, but we're already kind of like almost 3 minutes away from
Yeah.
the hour ending. So
So yeah, I haven't played a lot of many other Roblox games other than Entry Point recently, but I think it's pretty cool.
I don't
Yeah, me too.
like hop games a lot. Like I just find one I stick to for a while and then just kind of
Which brings
move
us to
on.
a really good question, I think, which is, what now? What are you guys going to go to now? Now that Entry Point's done.
Oh yeah.
I genuinely don't know. I'm just gonna roll with whatever's happening, honestly.
Oh yeah, that's where we try to recreate the Black Dawn cutscene. That's me as a scientist
Oh my gosh.
looking into the distance.
We also
Yeah.
recreated dedication in the gala on the stage,
Oh,
like
yeah.
stage play.
Oh, that was fun.
So yeah, QA takes their job very seriously.
Exactly.
It sounds like it, huh?
100% serious. We ensure the quality.
Yeah, so I have a feeling that a lot of Entry Point games are just going to come up now out of nowhere. I don't know why. I just feel like it's a possibility.
I'd play them.
Even if they weren't, even for developed by Sish?
Yeah, just like, just to see the
See how
other
the
games
community
that people are
reacted
making.
to
I just
everything
want
you're finishing.
another like story-driven game to fill the entry
Yeah,
point hole.
Yeah,
that would
I
be
agree
great.
with you on that.
Heart.
There's not enough of that kind of thing in
Yeah, I
Roblox.
really want another story game, honestly.
Yeah, I think this will pretty much do it for our first part.
Great.
I still have to.
Yeah, good luck on that.
Thank you.
Stay hydrated.
Still another hour.
Still another hour. Yep. So we'll be back in like 15 minutes, and yeah, you know what I was gonna say bye.
See
or
you
what?
guys. Thanks for having me.
See ya, guys. Bye.
Bye. And it's streaming. Welcome back to part 2. Welcome back to part 2. We got Mayo, and we got as I just learned, Wheeze.
Yeah. Okay. Just sure.
No, that sounds worse.
Okay, call me Grand then.
That's someone else. I'm sorry. You can't. It's
Okay.
copyrighted.
I made my name first.
You're Wiz.
Do we call you Wiz or
I made-
Wheeze? It's one or the other, man.
It's going Wiz. It's Wiz. I'm not changing it. It's not getting changed.
Okay, we're gonna call you Wiz. Is that all right?
You can always call me Master.
No, we're not doing that one either.
No, we are not.
Dang. Okay, what Wiz it is.
I'm not sure if. Oh, no, I unpause it. Wait, is it
Are you
picking it
guys
up?
streaming it?
I don't
now
I
you
know.
can't
are.
even tell if it's picking it up right now. It should be.
Yeah.
It says excellent
It should be.
connection.
Oh, it's really.
Oh yeah, no, it's picking up. Yeah, it's picking up. It's
Oh,
on.
wonderful. So we're back.
What is that?
At least I'm back. Hmm?
Okay, 5 people watching. Oh no, 6.
Yeah,
I've been,
honestly,
like-
do you want me to ping again?
Yeah, ping
Yeah,
everyone.
do it again.
Oh my
do it again.
god.
Do it again.
Do it again.
Do
Do
it
the
again.
funny.
Should I get more bread?
That's a meme no one's gonna understand. I'm gonna do at here instead of at everyone.
I want to get more bread.
By using ad here, you're about to ping 600 plus people. Are you sure?
How many
You
people
should
are
make
in-
breakbar ping again.
I don't
Yeah,
think
do it.
people want to hear. Well, I don't know. It's different. It's different because it's not breakbar in part of it.
But
It's like
Where's-
Unofficial's not going to ping everyone because he's not involved in this entire thing.
why'd
Anyway.
you have to, unofficial
We're
your
back.
first.
So and we're back with 2 new people, Wiz and Mayo. Sadly,
Oh my
Troller.
god, Tim and Chris are watching it in the Chris. No.
So we're back with Mayo and Wiz, two brand new people, and so let's start it off. Let's start it off strong. Stealth or loud?
Both.
Both.
Wait, what?
Both.
Both. Sparrow EXE has crashed.
Sorry. That's.
Are we the first to say both?
I think so. I just never. Wait, no. So when you play entry point, all right.
It
What's
depends
the
on
first thing that comes to
de-
mind when you?
It depends on.
When you just. Say you want to play Black Dusk. What do you play? Stealth or loud?
Loud.
Both.
Oh my.
Loud.
Oh my
I would rather
god.
play loud.
Oh, breakbar actually pinged the wiki again.
Wait, no, you're kidding.
No.
He actually did.
Oh no. If you're interested, add here again. Okay. Let's continue. Okay. We're gonna do the exact same thing again. We're gonna move on and see what you guys think about each thing. So Ashes and Jackdaw. What do you guys think?
I think Ashes was kind of filler because most of it was in the code.
That's true. Okay. People who've already gotten the code kind of understand that we knew what was gonna happen in Ashes. We didn't know how it was gonna be executed though, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
And the Jackdaw cutscene just clarified a few things before you went into Black Dusk.
That is true.
Like Rose was one of the founders and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. God. I don't know what else that's new.
To me, Ashes felt useless. That's all I'm gonna say. It was like.
I'm gonna re-say that there was a connection between Ashes and Jackdaw, which I think
I've heard you say this 4 times now.
because it's cool. It's really interesting. Yeah, I've never seen anyone else mention that before. I don't know what else to talk about in this.
It seems Ashes seemed useless to me because it didn't seem like something I would expect, but like it seemed useless.
So Mayo.
okay. Yeah.
Actually, never mind. Never mind.
Continue.
Might as well. So for Wiz, I'm gonna call you Wiz. I think you're more into the gameplay, I think, side of it. So I think we're gonna move on to something like that instead. I could be wrong about that though. Don't want to assume. But what did you think about Black Dusk in general? Like, was it like actually? Let's do a tier list. Between every single mission, the hardest to stealth, all the way down to the easiest to stealth. Where would you put Black Dusk?
At the top.
I'll put it at like.
It's the hardest for me.
I would put it at like 7 out of 10 for difficulty.
7
with
out
10
of
being
10.
the highest. Like once you understand the map, it's not that hard.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, when we first started at Mayo, we have no idea what was going on.
It took us an hour and a half, and then we did like legend for like 2 seconds, and then
Okay, we're not gonna mention that. Let's move
and then
on.
we gave up on the second
So
run
let's.
because I'm not gonna stop talking about it.
I want to try ranking every single mission because now that they're all in, we can finally like get a full view or full scale
we-
of how
Are
like
we
a run would go, how difficult
are
every
we
single thing is.
involving night heists too?
We can put him in night heists as well. So, what's the hardest mission to stealth of every single mission, including night heists?
Iron Man.
That's not a mission, Whiz. Okay. I would say I think Black Site. Just because of the fact that you have to go through it. It's just a lot of patience and having to go through a hostile zone. That's my reasoning.
Black Site's that one mission that can be really quick or really long, depending on G.
Yeah, that's a full RNG rule. It's either I'm thinking Black Site or maybe Lake House, just because that also takes a lot of RNG. And if you open the door and everyone's there, then you're kind of done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got really lucky with Black Site. Me and Sparrow took us 30 minutes though.
That was because
Hey,
I was
what?
trying to be as consistent as possible, and that entire time you shot me like twice, and I had a heartbeat in my head. That was annoying. I'm sorry.
I'm not sorry for that.
Y'all are pathetic. All the missions are easy. Shut up, Skip. So we're
Skip died in Iron Man like 20 times.
I mean, who hasn't, right?
Okay. Okay, this is my thing with Iron Man. There are so much bugs with it. You can like lose connection any second.
The
TP
teleport
fail any
bug?
second.
Oh my.
I had at least 50 runs that were ruined because of either some kind of glitch.
Yeah.
A lot of people are having like bugs that are really just messing with entire Iron Man runs.
That's really why I don't play Iron Man. Iron Man's like a thing I don't like playing.
What's I trying to say? So let's move on from Black Site and Lake House. One of the two. Probably Lake House, then Black Site. And then what do we have as the next hardest to stealth? Because once you get to a certain point, like you get
Black
to the really
Dawn.
easy ones.
Black Dawn.
What?
Black Dawn's the hardest to stealth.
Yeah, it is.
Oh my god. That's not a mission. That's a cutscene.
Yeah, but you can't stealth in the cutscene. No, it's hard to stealth. I'm sorry.
The hardest mission to stealth would probably be the prologue for the freelancer.
Oh my god. No,
Yeah.
you can. Wait. That makes no sense because technically you are.
That's when you're
stealthing.
robbing the bank.
The bank part, yes, you cannot. Why are we even saying this?
Don't ask questions.
So we have Lake House, Black Site. We have a few missions left, like Scientist, SCRS, Deposit, Financier, Black Dusk. I can't tell what order that would be in. What would that be in? What do you think?
SDRS is the easiest for me.
Easiest of all?
No, Financier is, but then it goes SDRS. Like,
Let's go
Financier.
from easiest to hardest. I think
Okay,
it's Deposit, Financier. And then...
Financier's so easy.
No, Deposit is really... It's made to be a beginner level. Like, that's... I know Financier seems, like, easy, but, like...
The freelancer seems the easiest mission to me.
Oh my god, Wiz. That doesn't count.
It's still a mission.
So, fine. Freelancer, Deposit, Financier, and then... Would you put SCRS after that? Or Scientist?
I'll put SCRS, Scientist.
SCRS, Scientist, Lake House. Oh no, Black Site, then Lake House. Is that... Or where's Black Dusk go in?
Right after Scientist.
So the order from the the order from the easiest to the hardest for missions would be Freelancer, Deposit, Financier, SCRS, Scientist, Black Dusk, Black Site, and then Lake House. Lake
Sure.
House is considered the hardest. That's pretty interesting to think about.
I mean,
Probably
I
because of
got
the
it all.
timer.
Yeah. You got like 9 minutes.
Oh yeah, that's because you can't be like quiet. Like I can't be like slow and consistent. I think it really just depends a lot on RNG. Like you can't really, especially where the door is. If the door's in a good spot, then you pretty much got like the whole mission down.
Or what you do, you half stealth it. You get the server and stuff, and you get it, and then you shoot a window, and then you run to the run to the boat.
That's a brave thing you can do. Yeah.
It's what you do on Rookie.
Most people thought that Lake House was easier than Black Site.
So we're all in full agreement that Financier is one of the easiest to stealth, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's move back to when Unofficial said that the Financier would be the hardest mission to stealth. When he wrote the guide.
Wasn't that when
Yeah.
the Financier was like the latest mission out?
Yeah, when the Financier was released, Unofficial made a YouTube video to talk about how to stealth it, which was it's an okay video, but it's kind of outdated because we got like other strats now. But
Yeah.
in the video he said that the Black Financier would be the hardest mission to stealth, and it's still up. You can go check that out now. It's still there. Yeah.
I'll just like show it.
I just play the audio.
Yeah, I'll play it. Hold up, let me get his YouTube channel.
I've got it. I don't think you would play that well.
I have Nitro.
That's okay.
That's my point. Wait, no, why isn't it popping up? Unofficial.
Did Mayo just leave the call? Wait,
No.
no, that was me. Was it?
Here we
was
go,
it?
right here.
I don't know.
Isn't fit for this.
My Discord doesn't like me and it crashed.
Sure.
Yeah,
Probably
It's
the
yeah.
hardest
trash.
mission in the game.
Here we go.
Getting the capital of the world badge. Keep in mind that Legend Financier is probably the hardest
Awkward
mission in the game.
silence.
Okay, yeah. Well, the viewers heard
Yeah,
it, I think. Keep
Yeah,
in
he
mind
sounded like-
that the Financier is the hardest. Okay, hang on. Wait, where do you say it?
Keep in mind.
I think
that
it was like the
Legend
first like
Financier
minute
is
of the
probably
video.
The hardest mission in the game.
Keep in mind that Legend Financier is probably the hardest mission in the game. Yeah, he says that. I don't mean to bully him, but I just thought it was really funny.
I remember when I saw that, and then I did it like on Legend for like I think it was like the first time I did it. I did it on Legend. I was like, this is like the easiest thing. What are you talking about?
Please don't yell at me, Unofficial. That was a joke.
You're gonna get canceled by him again. Not again.
So let's do loud. Okay, what's our loud tier list?
The hardest mission, in my opinion, is probably the SCRS, just because of those hitboxes, and you can headshot them at point blank range.
And
with
you
a
have to
jaw
rely
with-
on random RNG for them to open the doors to the server rooms if you don't have the key code
Yeah.
or whatever. That's pretty bad, yeah.
The rest of the missions are pretty easy.
Yeah, I mean, actually, the only thing I have with SERS, it doesn't bother me with like the hacking. I remember someone saying like, "Oh, the hacking bothered me a lot." I'm like, "Well, it's like Payday. Payday has a lot of of waiting for hacks getting done, and then also
Yeah, a
doing
lot of missions
hostage.
just have it so you have to wait for X to happen while you fend off
Yeah.
waves of X happening, you know?
That's like why I'm like kind of I wasn't bothered that much by SERS, but it's definitely the hardest for me.
Yeah.
I think the first time I ever did Legend Stealth, I was just doing it with like 2 other people, and I died. It was kind of
Easiest
sad.
allowed. I think deposit makes it really easy if you just get all the hostages. It's not that hard with a bunch of hostages.
Well, what
You
about
probably even get
Freelancer
first
Prologue?
thermite with only
Well,
yeah.
Freelancer Prologue's pretty easy to
Oh
load.
my. That's not even loud because there's no enemies that show up.
Oh, the 2 police officers do.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have I just done it so quickly that they never spawn? Okay, well, I guess that kind of counts then, yeah. So Freelancer is the easiest, again. And then,
Obviously.
then we have Deposit, I'd say, Financier. It's like the exact same thing, almost a little bit different.
Lake House
Black
is
Dusk
pretty easy
allowed?
too.
That's not really a pain. Like after like I did
It's
like
not that bad, yeah.
after I understood how the doors work, and I'm like the only
Okay,
and I forced
The,
people
the
to let me
only
do the
reason you were
door.
able to easily beat that was because you just sat in the control room the entire time.
Okay, I have
Open
a
the
reason. I
doors.
had Raider armor on Legend.
Why would you? Okay.
I forgot.
Anyway,
okay.
anyway.
I was used to doing like elite and stuff for like with Chris and stuff.
So, we have Black Dusk. It's pretty easy actually for loud. The only thing I'd kind
Lake
of
House is pretty easy.
Lake
It's
House is pretty. Yeah,
pretty
Lake House.
easy.
actually a grinding thing. So that's pretty easy.
You can finish in like a minute and 26 seconds.
Yeah, people have like gotten like world records, I think, with that.
World
Yeah, that's me.
records.
Oh yeah, speaking of world records, the speedrun thing is really cool. I'm happy we're kind of keeping forward and like making sure that always we've always find like better strats and stuff. You know, I think the future of entry point is going to be speedrunning mostly because nothing else much to do.
Yeah. I
Or
would
making
like
other
to
entry point games.
I
Or
would like to
glitching.
or that bugging the map.
Or bugging the map.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna ask Tish while they were still here, like if we find like a game-breaking bug, like say for example like a BLJ for Super Mario 64, which is like a backwards long jump gives you like a bunch of speed. If we find a game-breaking bug like that like makes us like run these missions really fast, would you patch it? That's the question because sometimes a lot of games are really like special because they have these bugs and what makes them really
Yeah.
cool. Oh hi Tish.
Oh, she's still here. That's concerning.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
I'll ask then. If we had like a bug that like helped us speed run these games like incredibly quickly, would you patch that out? I'm kind of curious.
Isn't that kind of like TP fail for Ironman?
That's different.
Well, okay, they're both bugged.
Yeah, but one of them helps, one of them doesn't.
I think the TP fail is like Roblox though, because the
TPL is a
thing.
Roblox thing. Yeah, that's not.
Yeah, because it's like if I
Always
play,
Roblox's fault.
yeah, if I like play like Royal High or something, it will happen. Hi. Like that happens just a lot.
Yeah, Roblox better fix that. I haven't seen anyone talk about that.
There's also white screen and a bunch
If
of
it was
other
just
ones that
screen
make you
bug, then maybe.
disconnect.
Oh, this might actually keep a bug in the game for speedrunning.
Wait, isn't like the S97 like thing where you just like run into the wall still there or something?
I've never heard of that.
I don't know.
White
it's, like,
screen is
showed-
like when. Okay, so like if you're playing Roblox, it'll like shut off your monitor, and then like when you and then it'll turn on again, but your Roblox window will be white. You can still control your character, but you really can't do anything.
What? Wait.
Am I the only one who gets them?
No.
I'm sorry, what? What'd you say?
What?
Do you know the white screen bug?
What's the white screen bug?
So when you're playing a Roblox game randomly, like the sound will bug for like a second, your monitor will shut off, then it'll turn back on, and then the Roblox window will be all white.
That's really weird. I've never seen that happen before now.
I think like one of the only bugs I've like experienced with like entry point is like when you're like live streaming it on Discord and you like open up like Spotify like on like a separate window, your screen will start flickering white and stuff. Or if like what's the thing? Or like the blinds or something, like some of the lines for the blind transition things that Shish just does, just like stay there and it's just like why? And they just stay there for the entire like mission and stuff.
And I think there's a lot of bugs that are kind of showing up recently. Like for example, if we had a bug where you could actually no, there was a bug that was showing up a lot where it's not really a bug, it's just a visual bug, but it really annoys a lot of players when you spawn into a mission, like the damage taking thing happens. Like if you took damage in a Roblox game,
That's
like
just
that
happening in every single Roblox game now.
every game? Wait, really?
Yeah, like go and like play like I don't know what other games do I play. I like
Play
it doesn't
another
have
game
like,
basically, and then is it when you teleport that happens?
yeah.
So
Wait, let me just.
why is Roblox messing up so badly suddenly?
Why does
Well,
Roblox have to be
isn't-
this way?
Isn't Roblox's motto like take one step forward then two steps back?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that. I guess it's the thing, huh?
Let me just like.
Here's a
Okay.
question because of how Roblox's engine is kind of funky. Do you guys think that Sish will, or actually no, here's a better question. If Sish changed platforms from Roblox to another platform, how would that affect, like, would you still play their games or would you like...
Oh, I would try. Obviously, I mean, if it costs
Would
money,
it be
then
better, you think?
maybe.
Because Roblox is a big platform, not only because of the extremely large amount of players, but like also just in general. I mean, that's what I meant to say. Roblox is a really popular platform not only because it's free, because a lot of players and everything like that. So if Sish did switch to like a completely different game engine, it would be a completely different player base, I think, and we're not really sure if it could actually be like, well advertised or whatever. I'm not sure. It's just an idea.
It depends on like the platform that
Yeah.
entry point's gonna be on.
If there is another game, I don't.
Yeah.
We have no idea if this is gonna happen at all.
Shish puts like an entry point sequel on Steam or something. No, puts it on Epic Games. I think I would if it was on Epic Games, I would
Unreal
never
Engine
get it.
5.
Yeah. If it was on Epic Games, I would never get it. If it was on Steam, maybe.
So what do you guys think is gonna happen to the entry point community now that the game's finished? Because
Hopefully.
right now we're just kind of running off of everything we've got still.
I hope it like separates, kind of just
What do you
everybody
mean by
does
that?
their own, like everybody just does their own thing, stays friends with the people that they're friends with, and then just separates with like everybody else.
Okay.
I don't know, something like that.
What do you think of what's gonna happen to the community after this time, Wiz?
Please.
It's all well, okay. Well, most people are gonna leave. They're probably same thing with Mayo, but like maybe a few entry like the Shadow War tournament, Sparrow's Shadow War tournament above the about the 1280 or old 1280s and or the $1.5 million people.
Yeah, because I think the community has done like some really good and some really bad things.
What do you mean by bad things?
Let's
Elaborate.
let's not elaborate on that.
Why not?
Okay, well, the community is a lot of things. I'll keep it at that.
They're special snowflakes.
And-
That's what it is. Special snowflakes.
And I think that like diversity. Actually, I'm gonna stop talking. Actually, that's not.
Do you know
I think
Connect?
what I believe is gonna happen to the entry point community is that it's gonna stay for. Some people are gonna walk away. Some people are gonna stay, but if Shishato does make us another game, then there's there's a really high chance that a lot of people will return. Nostalgia will happen, and then it'll all happen all over again. That's what I think is gonna happen.
Interesting.
If
you
Shishato
know
does make another game, because
Should we? Yeah.
I could be
Never
wrong about that.
I don't know. Anything could happen really with this community.
Imagine
It
there's another
surprises you.
Yeah, this entire community surprises me in so many levels. Imagine it's another game, but one of the codes is found in entry point. Like, can you?
Okay. No, it's like the cicada thing. Like, you know how cicada started off? Like, okay, like they took like an image.
5201.
Yeah, like how that started off on 4chan. It's like that, except you have to hop between entry point and whatever the new game is. That would be the idea.
That would be cool.
The
That would
code
be
is
cool.
RNG, or the code is RNG.
Oh, that would not be.
Well, it would be fun. You like can actually replay the missions with like certain like with like replaying it for like no reason just because you want levels. You can like replay it for like finding something.
Well, some of the codes were like that, like Backlash.
Yeah.
So, okay,
No.
I have another question for you guys. How has the community affected you individually? Does anyone want to answer that, or?
I got better at entry point.
Hmm?
I guess I got my voice out in the community. Like entry point's like the first community I did that, and I got better at entry point.
That's
I
fair.
made some friends.
What about you, Mayo? you wanna answer
Negatively and what? Negatively and positively, which it's
Oh.
like.
Okay.
Positively, yeah, I've met like a few friends, met someone, I've met like a few friends, made them. Hopefully those last. Negatively, you just kind of like let it happen. You just have to kind of watch everything happen. It's just like, why did this happen?
I think the entry point community has affected me in ways that I'm not even sure if I understand quite yet. Being the owner of ETC has kind of maybe think about what I I've been doing more often. Like it makes me like kind of think of myself as
A higher up.
no, I don't. It's weird.
Special.
It's Mayo. Stop talking. I don't know. It feels like I've created connections throughout my time at Entry Point, and those might pay off at some point. I don't know. I could be completely wrong about that entire thing.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
So where do you see yourself in a few years' time? After this whole thing.
Okay, what do you mean by a few years? What is like the limit to like a few years?
2023.
What's 2020? Wait, hopefully in college or something.
That's fair.
Yeah, school's the thing, apparently.
What about you, Wiz?
I'm probably gonna be playing World of Magic or other new Roblox games.
You think you're gonna stick to Roblox throughout this entire thing?
No, I don't think I could.
I
I mean, Shish might make another game.
Yeah, I think a lot of stuff that we have no idea whether it answers or not depends on if Sashado decides to make another game.
In 20 years, in 20
20
years,
20 years.
Shish. Okay, no, okay. So like in like 10 years, Shish makes a new game. Everybody from the entry community is like, what? Like, who's just heard about this is like, wait, what?
Yeah, this entire thing is gonna be crazy if Sish does
Yeah.
make another game, which we don't know. None of us can confirm this, and I think it just all depends a lot on what's gonna happen.
Well, Shish is still listening, right? Let's go ask him.
I don't think Sish will answer this if we asked. So
Why don't we just no, Shadow War just gets fully revamped and it becomes its own game and it becomes the Rainbow Six Siege of Roblox. And then
okay, well I can see people thought that people think that Shadow War has a lot of potential to be its own game. Because, like, think about it. You go into a place, you infiltrate, you hack something. It's kind of like CSGO, but not really, you know?
It's just like Rainbow Six Siege though. But
It
I've
is
never played
Rainbow.
Rainbow Six Siege, so I have no idea.
It's like Rainbow except with what was it? It's like one of the game modes in Rainbow called what was it? It's like bomb and like there's two bombs you have to like play on diffuser and stuff.
That's pretty much what it would
Except it's with computers. Yeah.
be. So I think, there's potential for Shadow War. Because we already know that the Shadows made things like Deception and such, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Which means show that they do have a affinity for a kind of PvP kind of game mode. So I don't know. We'll see.
Maybe.
Let's do questions.
Code ban lift. We didn't talk about that.
What? Oh yeah, code ban lift. I mean, if you want to talk about that, that's fine.
I mean, I have like an opinion on it, but
Okay, go ahead.
okay. My unwanted opinions that nobody asked for. Why wasn't it lifted sooner? Like that's
entry point's ending.
no, but okay, but like what people have done for over just someone leaking a code was dumb and stupid. It was stupid, and then like, what? How long has this game been out for? Like, or like we've known about the codes for like what, a year or two now?
Ever
And
since
then
entry point
now-
was released.
Did people figure? Okay,
Well, ever
Okay,
since
I think
Full House,
people
really.
really
Took
reacted
it out.
strongly to a code ban.
no, they overreacted over it.
I'm trying to keep my words
Well-
like I'm trying to be
Well,
as
how about you give us a
political as
how about
possible.
you give us a
What are you, a politician?
Be as neutral as possible in saying this. People reacted very strongly to a code ban, right?
give us some examples?
Like banning
want-
people for leaking codes,
Or
making
Don't
it
you do
the
that?
standard to ban people for leaking codes, right?
Wait, don't you do that?
Hmm?
Don't you do that?
Again, a standard was set for leaking codes.
yeah, a standard, but like you could have you don't have to use that standard. You could have changed the standard a little bit.
Wait, so now you're commenting on it?
I'm sorry, what?
Never mind.
I wasn't paying attention. Sorry. Yeah, I
Uh,
did uphold that because it was the standard at that time, and I'm sorry if people did get banned for it. But because it was the rule at the time, I can't really change that.
Well, why don't you unban them then?
Because they willingly broke a rule that they knew that was there.
All right.
Does that make sense?
Understandable.
Yeah, yeah.
I sound like I'm sorry. I'm trying to pick my words very carefully with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go on. Okay, well actually no. Let's say this first. I personally think that the code should not have been a private thing. Like it should have been public from the very beginning. But okay. Because the thing is, I've been in a lot of like community hunts for things. There's a I'm gonna mention this right now because Neo's gonna be pretty upset at this.
Please don't mention
I
Ready
play on a
Player One.
Minecraft server called Winecraft. It's like an MMORPG kind of thing. There was a community event where people were like working together, like on the forums and everything. Everyone was working together to find this single like mission or this single quest called ? It was a full like community event. Everyone was working together. It was a really big thing, and like everyone really liked it at the time. But the quest itself right now kind of sucks because everyone knows how to do it already. But it was a really big thing, and I think that was what it should have been.
Yeah. I mean,
Again, I
people.
can't.
So like Ready Player One.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. It's
And,
like it's
yeah.
yeah. The only thing is like people like it's like weird because like after the code ban was lifted, everybody was like publicly saying, "Oh hey, let's go on a code hunting thing," and I'm like, well, okay, you should have been doing that with like a few other people, but like I
When
guess
the ban is leaked, people have like this different idea, right? It's completely different what you're kind of going for. When it's leaked, when the entire thing is lifted, you have like this full on, everyone can do whatever they want at this point, and I think that really gave people more of an incentive to actually work together, which
Yeah.
should have been there from the beginning.
Well, like the fear of being banned was gone.
That's true. That's actually true. Yeah. Let's move on to actual quick community questions now. The first question is from Mojoops asking, is Black Dusk allowed too easy? Are there any missions harder than it? Do you think the higher difficulty badges should have stayed for stealth only?
I feel like the badges should have stayed in stealth because I believe Shish said that Black Dusk is canonly in stealth.
Well, the no kills thing. I get the reason
Like-
behind why it's there. It's because the bombs are planted, right? But that's not the mission. The mission was to plant them, not to blow them up. So
They
Like,
still
okay.
blew up, and apparently, even if you speedrun it, you'll still die. But okay.
Like Shish didn't have to put like you have to do no kills, but like maybe no alarm should be a thing.
that might have worked, yeah. But
Yeah.
the badge is what it is. I'm sure people must have been like kind of upset that there was no loud badge, which doesn't make any sense because technically you just stealth the entire thing and then just shoot someone, start loud, and then win the game. Yeah, is Black Dusk allowed too easy? Do you guys think?
I mean, like once you play it, you like get a better understanding,
Yeah.
understand the map, and then you can like do it pretty easily.
Here's a question: should it have been harder? This is the
Uh,
last mission of the game, right?
maybe. Like
Probably
maybe
because
add like,
you're
a few extra steps.
like invading a bunker. It's like if you successfully plant the bombs, Halcyon is no more. So
Yeah.
it probably should be like their headquarters or something like that hard of a difficulty.
You know what would actually been cool? So we're trapped down there. We can't like breach through we can't get through the elevator again. You know what would have been cool? We try to hack the elevator, but we just kind of have to like watch the just go down, like the timer go down, and be like, well, that's it. You're not getting out. You're dead. Like, add something like instead of just plant bombs and leave.
Huh.
Like add like an extra step to an extent.
Well, I mean, I guess the doors opening was like that extra step. It was completely different than what we've ever seen before.
Yeah.
And it gave Mayo a chance to survive on Legend Loud with Raider armor. So, we're going on to Future. What are your plans for after EP? I thought it was kind of funny. His name is Future. What are your future plans for after EP?
Get into school. Obviously get into college, and then also continue like
I think he meant
photography.
like in gaming. Like
Or in gaming, okay, probably just vibe. Not really do anything.
I might make my own game, just because I've always had an affinity for like scripting and making stuff, which I think is kind of cool. What about you, Wiz?
I'm probably just gonna play a couple Roblox games that seem interesting.
Okay. Like what? Like what? Do you have any? You actually, no, you already mentioned World of Magic. Okay, that sounds pretty cool. Next question from Colacrack is about halfway through Entry Point's development. I thought it would be end as a cheesy cliche. Did you think the same? Did you guys think that Entry Point's ending would be different, or like?
I kind of called that we were gonna die.
I mean, a
Like,
lot of people did because of
Yeah.
no sequels from Stitch. That kind of.
While the ending isn't the best, I feel like it suits Entry Point the best. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
It certainly suits what Sashada was going for, right? And like their style of storytelling, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you want to have happen in Epilogue?
I kind of wish he didn't die. That's the only thing. Cause okay.
Is that it?
I have a valid reason because you know how Shish said, "Oh, you make your own like headcanons for your operative and stuff." It's like it kind of just sucks. Like, hey, here's like an operative you've been building up on. Yeah, no, they're gonna die. Like, what if you had like some like it's weird. It's like, couldn't you like have like made like a like obviously plant like the idea of like some of them dying, but whatever. It's like.
Yeah. I don't know what to say about this. Yeah, pretty much. Kale asks, we got 4 questions from Kale because no one knows. Kale asks, what makes Entry Point fun for you?
Nothing.
Okay,
Probably the game
you've clearly
mechanics.
played it enough to. Don't even.
I think just playing with friends all loud is fun.
What about you, Wiz?
Probably the game mechanics, because it's like probably the only kind of Roblox game that has like this kind of level of complexity.
I just like the idea of I've said this before in previous podcasts, but I just like stealth games, just in general. And the fact that Roblox had one just really added to it.
Oh, what about notoriety?
I've tried Notoriety, and I don't think it really suits what I'm into. Not quite as much.
Why are they even still in Roblox? That's my question of the day.
What do you mean?
Because didn't they get sued already? Shouldn't it be off of
Wait, they've been
Roblox?
sued?
Yeah, apparently. I don't
No
know.
idea of this stuff.
I don't know
We were
anything
talking
don't
about
about
follow
like how
notorieties.
Roblox stole the oof
I just know that they got sued or something
Oh, it's probably the oof sound thing.
for like copyright. Well, obviously it's literally a copy and paste of Payday. Maybe with some different name changes, because I don't know.
It pretty much is like just a copy and paste of Payday. So yeah. Okay, moving on. Kale asks, other games besides Roblox you play?
Fan Forces.
That's Roblox. Do you play Minecraft, Mayo?
Yes. Out of boredom.
What about you, Wiz? Do you play any other games outside of Roblox or just only Roblox? Because you've talked about that a lot. How you just play World of Magic.
I play Terraria.
Okay.
Isn't there like a new update today for Terraria?
Oh yeah, Master Mode.
Yeah.
Hey, that's my name.
Yeah,
No.
So I play 2 other games outside of Roblox. I play Minecraft and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for the Nintendo Switch. Now,
Minecraft.
I'd say I'm pretty good at that, main. As a Luigi main, if anyone wants to challenge me, feel free to. My DMs are open. Moving on to the next.
I'll get a Switch and I will fight you on Smash Bros. Or I'll come to your house.
Oh, that sounds like a challenge. Moving on to our next, second to last question. Kale, what makes you unique to this community? That's something that I'm not sure.
I'm a girl.
What'd you say?
I'm a girl.
That's not 100% true, but whatever.
I know.
Wiz, what makes you unique in the
I'm
Entry Point
above
community?
average. I'm above average in entry point.
Oh, I mean, what kind of average are we talking about here? Like,
Failing rookie.
it's uh, okay. What makes you unique in the entry point community? I think I'm a
Your server
I'm
owner.
I'm an
God.
interesting person. I'm just gonna keep it at that. I don't think many people are like me.
Well, you have a cool game idea.
I'm reading the chat and I just see yes and say male's a girl. Quick, let's simp.
Kale's final question is: what needs a buff or nerf in Black Dusk? Wasn't the Onyx soldier buffed with like health?
Yeah,
Is that a thing?
One
Wiz?
of the
he's
One
still
of the
bald
things-
though. Can you stop being bald?
Oh my god.
well, okay, he's like a super. It doesn't really matter that he has hair. And
It does matter. He looks ugly.
okay, well, like his piercing is way too much than it should be, because you can like stay on the upper level and then he can still wallabang you or wallbang you.
Well, I don't think minigun should be able to wall bang through like thick concrete walls either.
Hang on. I've got something real quick. So when I see the Onyx soldier, the only thing I see is the guy. If anyone's played Final Fantasy VII Remake, I only see Rude from Final Fantasy VII. That's the only thing I see. Because like he has the exact same thing. He has like the what's it? He has like the sunglasses. He's bald, and it just I can't unsee it now. I don't know why.
Oh, you want to see what I see when I think of the Onyx unit? Hold on, let me find it. It's from
that
the
does
wiki.
look like him.
It does look like him, doesn't it? It just like completely bothers me that. Oh, never mind.
Yeah,
This
just
is
give him a couple agent shades.
He even has the same shades. That's what's like crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
this is what I see every time I think of Onyx unit. It's from the wiki.
Oh god. Oh my. All right, I'll post this.
It's beautiful. Look at
Oh.
Oh my god. Hang on, let me.
It's a great picture.
It's something.
I saw it while looking through the art, and I think I was mentally scarred from it. At like 1 in the morning.
Is that even the right file type? Wait, hang on.
I don't. It's like it's a spoil. I don't even know. It's what is it?
Here we go. Okay. This thing looks. I don't know what this is. Why did you make this?
I didn't make it.
You didn't
I
make
just
it?
found it in the wiki.
It's in the wiki?
It's in art.
It's in art for the wiki.
Yeah, it's the Onyx unit.
Okay, well, we'll just, okay, well, I'll just remove that for now.
It's beautiful. Oh my god, Epic wants to be noticed. Hi, Epic.
What a simp.
What a Spirit, aren't you a simp for letting me on here?
Excuse me?
What?
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that.
You want to play Phantom Forces later?
No, I have to edit a video.
Can I watch you edit the video?
I'll consider. Okay,
Oh, wow.
so that's it for our questions. We're on to live questions now. We've got like
Wait. God damn it.
15 minutes or so. Did the quality just dip or am
I have questions.
You have question? What's your question, Wiz?
Sparrow. Oh,
What?
What? Oh, I have a question for you. What about your music career?
That's still a thing. I don't post much, but it's still a
What's
thing.
going to happen to EEPC?
What?
What's going to happen to EEPC?
I think it's okay. EEPC for now is gonna continue to remain as one of the. It's gonna continue to remain as an endpoint server. I don't think it's gonna change. If another game does come up, it really depends if EEPC changes like change to match that game now. It might not. I have no idea.
Probably shouldn't.
It probably shouldn't. Yeah, well,
Because everybody joined for entry point,
that's
or
true.
people
Yeah,
didn't
it's
join.
probably not gonna change. I'll make another server if that happens.
Isn't like 75% of the people on that server not even verified?
I have
That
no
is
idea. I
true.
should check.
Probably like 90% of everyone.
I could do a purge. Okay, I'll
When
worry
was the
about
last
this
time you
later. But
purged?
and EPC might become mostly a speedrun server. Is what my goal I think is, because there's not much we can do besides speedrunning. I'm thinking, because theories are pretty much done. The story's finished. No more missions are coming out. It depends. I have no idea. Why are you saying uwu in the chat?
Is what?
I'm a purge.
Do you have any more questions, Wiz? That's actually pretty good questions.
Let's see. I forgot.
Um,
Do you guys have anything to say to each other? I mean, like, we're all here.
Mayo, what's your favorite loud mission?
My favorite loud mission. Withdrawal.
Really?
Because then I can burn my hostages.
Oh my god.
No, that's what happens.
Wait,
I
you
just
can't-
end up. Yeah, you can.
Withdrawal or deposit?
Withdrawal or
Deposit.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm dumb. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm stupid. I
Hollow
can't
Paintbrush
think.
just said that she appreciates the Froggy Sparrow PFP.
Yeah, it's so cute. But yeah, it's withdrawal. No, it's deposit. I can't think today. Oh my god. What? It's Saturday. I should be sleeping, but it's like I woke up at 7, like a nerd.
Pura asks, what happens to the 10 people in EP10? I've never said anything about 10 people being in EP10. Let me tell you, if there was an exit point that 10 people were in, you would not be able to hear anything.
Just get like no, get the. Oh god, what is happening in chat? But
Courtroom.
We're calling you mayonnaise.
freaking Skip is like mayonnaise Q.
Isn't Skip asking you for your premium Snapchat story or something?
Wait, you know about that?
Yeah.
Wait, hold up.
Let's move past
Yeah,
this.
no, I'm waiting for my money. I'm waiting for my 1.1k Robux.
Okay.
Epic
For my
just asked me, what makes the Freelancer Legend stealth hard? I don't know. It's just too difficult. Like, no one's been
so
able to do it. No one's been able to do it. Like, it's been confirmed it's impossible to do. Like, it's so bad that Sashal didn't even make a badge for it. That's how hard it is. So I don't know, man. Freelancer Legend stealth is just too much for us.
Skip, give
It's allowed
me
to stealth. It's allowed.
give me the
Stealth hard.
Robux.
Yeah, it's just not possible.
Sparrow,
Mayo,
do you
you can
think
deal with that later. I'm sorry. What was?
So are you gonna try to get the Ironman badge by stealth or loud, and why?
I'm pretty sure the big strat right now is to just go hybrid and hope that no one in your team teleport fails. The strat is
Well,
just
yeah.
try and go for stealth, and then if you fail, just go loud. Like, that's just what people have been doing, I think, and it works pretty well, actually. Just to, like, what, go on?
I think only 2 people have gotten the badge through that though, because a lot of people have been TP failing.
That's, yeah, well, if we didn't have TP fails, I think, because really, that's just fact. It just depends, really. I'm thinking if we can stealth, like, every mission, and then just go Black Dusk loud, like, it's going to be so easy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, the hybrid plan I think works well, and it's probably going to be like the standard for running Ironman, but you never
You
know.
have to
know?
teleport 8 times, so
You
that's
do have
like
to teleport 8
chances.
times, which kind of really destroys chances of making it with a full team. I think.
I mean, Ironman full loud isn't that hard. You can do it with like 2 people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, like,
That's
it becomes
saying
a
that's
pain.
saying a lot.
That becomes
Well,
like a
okay.
pain after like what was it? Withdrawal, like scientists. Scientists is fine.
Oh,
but
no,
then-
scientists is
CBRC is
pretty
like
easy.
4-shot you. I'm not.
Okay, if you're doing 2 people full loud, SCRS is going to be the biggest pain just because it's the SCRS and everybody loves that loud.
and the Canadians.
Yeah.
The Canadians' bullets are filled with kindness and apologies.
No, they're not. No, they're not. As a Canadian, I would like to deny that because I don't know. Why not?
Any more questions? Oh, I'm sorry.
Why are you
I'm
so
sorry.
tired?
It's hard to
Where-
talk for 2 hours straight. All right, calm down.
You've talked to me for over 3 hours. Calm down.
Let's see. Any
Or are you gonna speed run?
Yeah.
which mission subverted your expectations the most? Scientist. I'm just gonna say that right now. I didn't think a scientist would be like that at all.
What's your favorite mission?
The stealth, my favorite is SCRS. To
Why?
loud. Probably Lake House.
Yeah.
Because you get to blow
Any
something. You have to like
reason?
work together to blow something up. It's fun.
I mean, for stealthing, I have like a 50-50 on like scientists and SCRS. I don't know why. Scientist is not bad. Because then you can like do things while waiting for like 6 minutes for Jackdaw just to tell you, oh hey, this guy has a key card.
Or you could just
A
shoot the
lump-
guy with the screwdriver. I mean, screwdriver.
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 The screwdriver. Did I hear that correctly?
It's been a long day, man. I want to eat some
Wait,
lunch.
does does Entry Point have mobile support?
Entry Point
No.
will never have mobile support. Just because of how it's just not gonna happen. I'm sorry.
Someone asked if I could speak French.
Do you speak French?
I could speak a little bit.
The funniest thing is that Skip replied, "Oui, oui."
Oui, oui. Okay, okay. Bonjour, je m'appelle Mayo. Est-ce que je peux? I don't remember. French, I don't ever
Troller was
remember.
gonna be on the podcast, but then he just didn't show up. That's not our fault.
No, Troller decided to dip 10 minutes or like what, 30 minutes?
For the first part, yeah. He was like, "Wait,
Do you
it's
think-
today?"
It's probably because of time zones.
No, he thought it was tomorrow.
Well, like I think he might have been the time zone wrong or something.
It's entirely possible.
Do you think you're gonna have like another podcast like talking about like the state of the Entry Point community?
God, I don't think so. I think this is
People
gonna be the
want-
very last one.
Do you think Atlas is ever going to be on the podcast if you actually come back with it? Because people want him on the podcast.
It depends. It depends. I will consider having Atlas on the podcast if there even is another episode of the pod. I'm not even sure if there's gonna be one. All right, this might be the last one, and it probably is gonna be the last one. So
How come there's like a bunch of people not in the credits for the credits you made about the Entry Point community? Like, how come there's like quite a bit of people missing from the credits in the entry?
I can't include everyone. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I don't know what to. That was just to try and give some people more. No, I don't know. It's trying to get people to be more noticed for what they've done. So it was what the goal of that
True.
was. But that is true. People, I did consider like the fact that people would be upset that they're not on there.
I remember.
Yeah.
Go.
Okay. How active are you going to be on EEPC after like say 3 months after entry points? Oh, 3 months. Like 3 months.
3 months? I have no idea what's gonna happen in 3 months, man.
Your vision of
Done?
if Shish were to make another game, what would your vision of the game be?
That's a hard question.
It's probably going to be a spin-off, but or just a whole thing.
What I want to see? God. I had an
More
idea that I thought was pretty cool about like a possibility for another game. Now, I'm not sure if anyone's gonna take this like seriously at all what I'm about to say, but what if there was like a way to have 2 players, or at least okay, what if you split like the players in the game to like be either an operator or a field operative, and like they would actually like work together to do a mission. Like the operative would do things like look through files and like rewire or tell them how to rewire power boxes, that kind of thing. and the field operator actually do things on the field. But then like it would create a whole different like kind of game, and like a different flow and everything. I think that'd be really cool if Shishado could pull something like that off. If Shishado doesn't make another game, I'm probably gonna try to continue to be in the community because it's just made some really fun games. Or Entry Point is a fun game like by itself, and I don't know.
Deception's pretty fun.
It is a fun game, and I'm really
It's
happy that Sish was able to, bring that kind of game flow into the actual Roblox game.
Deception is like Uno. You lose your voices while playing it, and also you lose friendships.
Do you think Entry Point's gonna like get a spike in popularity?
I hope so. We can only hope now, because like, really, if you look at most YouTubers, who is going to be capable of doing a full-on stealth run of every single mission in the game? Like, just I don't know.
Archie.
I don't know. Like,
Well, they'll probably get carried, but Kaneko Kitten reviewed Glass, and they said that they asked their fans, should they review Entry Point?
they did?
Yeah,
Wait.
it was like 9 months ago though.
Oh my god.
I mean, we can like server raid
guys.
them.
God,
We
right
have
on
to
Twitter, right on Twitter.
spam Kaneko on Twitter. I'm kidding. Don't do that. But we should.
Do it.
Come on.
Server raid.
I'll start. I'll start going twitter.com.
Let's server raid Kaneko Kitten server. And then
Don't do that.
spam
Okay,
it.
I am not endorsing anything like that. I am
Yes,
simply
you're endorsing
trying
it right
to
now.
advertise Entry Point because I do believe that it deserves more credit for
I mean,
actually, or like more player
I'm
base.
getting like 3K players daily. From what I've seen, or something. Yeah, it's been like getting 3K players daily and stuff.
Don't spam Kaneko. Please don't.
Go on his Twitter and start spam adding him and being like, please, just improve my Entry Point.
I think, yeah. Well, it's, yeah, Entry Point's been just a giant ride. Don't say endorsed by GHT Sparrow. Do not say that.
It is endorsed by
Do not say that. I will.
It's endorsed by you. It's endorsed by you.
I don't endorse any of this. Please don't.
Oh, thanks, Skip. Thank you.
We got the server invite.
Oh my god. Well,
Okay, what's your favorite meme, Sparrow, of the Entry Point community? Or Entry Point in general?
my favorite meme?
Yeah.
It was one of your questions.
I'm trying to think. It has to be like, I don't know. Some of them are really overused. Like I don't really like the "don't shoot me" because that's been really overused and everything.
Hold up, I think I had made an Entry Point meme once, and then that was concerningly scary. But I gotta find it. Oh yeah, no, I remember it. Wait, it was like
I don't have a.
I gotta go in through me.
Here, I'll post a funny meme I found.
Jackdaw.
Yeah, I don't have any favorite memes. I'm sorry.
Here's a funny meme I found. I'm gonna send it to
Please
you.
do not spam Kaneko Kitten. By the way, that is not what I want to have happen.
Do it.
Skip just DM me the link to Kaneko's. Okay, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. If you do that, that's of your own accord, and I am not involved in that at all.
EP Lord, EP drunk.
Are you serious? Oh my god.
Wait, what's happened? Wait, hold up. How do you verify?
I can't even tell him it wasn't me because no.
Oh my god, wait, what's happening? Oh god, I'm concerned.
I can't even tell him it wasn't me because I have to wait for like a day for verification to run. I can't do that. Oh my god. Anyway,
You should make it sponsored by the Sparrow family.
No, it's sponsored by the
did Dan
GHF.
TDM play Entry Point? I don't think he plays Roblox anymore, does he? I haven't checked.
I haven't even. I think he plays Fortnite. I saw him playing Fortnite.
Oh no, that's so. Oh no.
I don't know. Yeah, no, he does still play Roblox. Yeah, he still plays Roblox and he plays
Doesn't he play
Minecraft.
simulator?
I don't think he's. I don't. I have
plays
no idea.
Roblox. He plays Arsenal. Oh, no, he plays
So-
Roblox. He plays Minecraft. But like by looking at his thing, it looks like he's and he also like reacts to like really weird things.
So I
It's
think it's about time we should end this.
Okay,
This
I
is,
gotta
this is
write
the
it.
last podcast and the last minute. So I just wanted to say thank you to everyone for tuning in.
No,
if
don't
you
say.
think to any of them-
There are no thanks in here.
There are no.
I want to shout out Troller, even though he's not.
Yeah,
He was
I wish
supposed to
Troller
be.
were here. It would have been fun with him here. But
Yeah.
I need to eat lunch. It's been 2 hours.
Lunch.
It's 12.
It's only 12 o'clock. Who eats lunch at 12 o'clock? You eat lunch
I
at
know
like
it's
3.
12 o'clock. Anyway, that's
Eat
it.
lunch at 3
Thanks
o'clock.
everyone for showing up, and
Mm,
yeah, have a wonderful day. I hope the AP community still survives past this, and don't
It
spam
won't.
Kaneko Kitten, please. Thank you. All right, bye.
Do
I
it!
hope that
Do
every
it!
game comes
Oh
Spam
yeah,
it!
one last thing. There's gonna be a video coming out that I'm gonna make that I hope you guys will like. All right,
And get
bye.
the-
Is it music?
Hey,
It's not
or
music.
bar.
It's- You'll see. You'll see what it is. It's fine. It'll be entry part related though. All right.
No, it's not. Or vor.
All right. Bye guys.